Yo.
You ready? Today we are here to visit one of Wayne County and Monticello's most famous people, and that is the Monticello Trojan. Join us as we meet him. We're going to visit his home today. Trojan! And come on in. We'll show you what he lives in. This way, Trojan. Fit for a king.
Start over.
Ready?
Yeah.
His foyer is fit for a king, complete with a private elevator, a concession stand, and his own personal bank. The Trojan even has his own vitamin water machine for any time he becomes thirsty. His trophies line the walls and are completely filled on both sides. Among the trophies are the most prized possession, and it's last year's trophy in which the girls' basketball team won the regional tournament, the Class A regional tournament at Bergen, and advanced to the state tournament at Eastern Kentucky University. Next, we ride the elevator to his upstairs bedroom where all the magic happens. Tell me when. His foyer is fit for a king, complete with a private elevator, a concession stand with all the popcorn that he wants to eat, plus all the cokes he wants to drink, and his own personal bank. The Trojan even has his own vitamin water machine for any time he becomes thirsty. The trophies line the walls and completely fill the cabinets on both sides of the foyers. The Trojan is pointing to one of the most prized possessions, and it was last year's trophy in which the girls' basketball team won the Class A regional tournament at Bergen High School, and that team advanced to the state tournament at Eastern Kentucky University. And now, let's ride the elevator to the upstairs bedroom where all the magic happens. The Trojan is known for his laid-back personality, and his bedroom reflects that. He spends a lot of his time in his bedroom and often has many people over every weekday to tell stories about history and to talk about all of the places he'd like to travel someday. He has maps galore to remind him of all of those places. And you can see out his huge window over here on the side that overlooks this enormous garage. But we're going to go to that garage a little bit later in the program.
Yo.
Next, we pass by one of the Trojans' 29 bathrooms. Yes, I said 29. Next, we pass by one of the Trojans' 29 bathrooms. Yes, I said 29. Since he often has so much company and so many visitors, the bathrooms are a much-needed necessity. They are strategically placed throughout this mansion And together, he has 57 toilets and 19 urinals. The bathrooms aren't that fancy, but they sure do serve the purpose well. Today we are here at the home of one of Wayne County's most famous individuals, and that is the Monticello Trojan. This is the Monticello Trojan right now, and we're going to go into her house or his house or the Trojan's house and find out exactly what's going on in their household. Let's go, Trojan. Today we're at the home of one of Wayne County's most famous individuals, and that is the Monticello Trojan. And we're going to go inside just to see exactly what's going on inside the Trojan's household. So Hi everybody, today we're at the home of one of Wayne County's most famous individuals, and that is the Monticello Trojan. Come on in and join us while we see where the Trojan lives. Let's go, Trojan. The Trojan's foyer is fit for a king, complete with a private elevator, a concession stand, and his own personal bank. The Trojan even has his own vitamin water machine for any time that he becomes thirsty. His trophies line the walls and completely fill the cabinets on both sides of the entrance. This is one of his most prized possessions and the latest trophy that the Trojans have won. It was last year's trophy in which the girls' basketball team won the Class A regional tournament at Bergen and later advanced to the state tournament held at Eastern Kentucky University. Next, we're going to ride to his upstairs bedroom where a whole lot of magic happens. Come on and join us.
That'd be useful.
Throw.
The Trojan is known for his laid-back personality, and his bedroom reflects that. He spends a lot of time in his bedroom.
Come on, Trojan, we're here to talk to you. Wake up.
Come on. Yeah, come on, Trojan. We are here to talk with you. Wake up.
Laid-back personality, and his bedroom reflects that. He spends a lot of time in his bedroom and often takes naps so he can have enough energy for the games at night.
Hey, come on, Trojan, we're here to talk to you. Wake up.
Yeah, come on, Trojan. Wake up.
The Trojan also has many people over every day to tell stories about history and to talk about all the places that he'd like to travel someday. The Trojan has maps galore in his bedroom to remind him of all the places that he wants to visit once his days as being the Trojan are over. And you can see out this huge window outside of his bedroom that overlooks the enormous bus garage. But we're going to go there a little bit later on in the show. Now we're at the Trojan's bathrooms. And in his house, he has 29 total bathrooms. And since he often has so many visitors to visit, the bathrooms are a necessity. They are strategically placed throughout his mansion, and together he has 57 toilets and 19 urinals. The bathrooms aren't that fancy, but they sure do serve the purpose well. Let's follow the Trojan and see where he's going now. In the Trojan's kitchen with its high ceilings and its modern stainless steel appliances and countertops. The Trojan has several people that help him prepare the food here. And that's one of the reasons he's able to keep it so bling clean. And look at his huge refrigerator. It's bigger than most people's bedrooms. The Trojan's favorite part of his kitchen is his own personal ice cream machine and his choice of sundae toppings. What's that going? His relaxation, he shows us his Trojan-themed living room where he chills with some of his best buds. Yep, they're really just one big happy family. And they kick up their feet while he fixes the lights, using the remote to start up his favorite choice from his collection of thousands of previously taped Trojan basketball games. He has almost anything a Trojan would want. A sofa, chairs, a rack of basketballs, a microwave, TV, computer, and in his refrigerator, all the Propel water his friends can drink. This crib is definitely hooked up.
Yeah.
Now that we're full of ice cream, start again. Now that the Trojan is full of ice cream, he is now in his full-size basketball court. He doesn't have one basketball court, but he has 2 basketball courts in his crib. The Trojan comes in, he shoots some hoops anytime he wants to. Basketball, but he also has his own big size sound system that he can jam to with the latest tunes anytime that he wants. Now that the Trojan is full of ice cream, and how full he can get with his own personal ice cream machine, he heads into his full-size gymnasium in his crib. Not only does he have one gymnasium, but he also has 2, where he can go and he can shoot basketball hoops any time of the day that he wants to. Shoot us one there, Trojan. Oh yeah, a little short on that one, but that's okay. Also in his crib, not only does he just play basketball, but he can also come in and listen to his awesome stacked sound system so that he can jam to the latest tunes anytime that he wants to. And what gym is complete without a weight room? Yes, under the gym, the Trojan has his own weight room, plus he has his own full-size jacuzzi where he can relax after a hard day's work at Trojan basketball games. And he also has not only a jacuzzi, but he has his own personal washer and dryer and his own ice machine. Wow, what a place to live. How lucky he is to be a Trojan. After a workout by the Trojan, after he gets finished, After a day's workout, well, I can't think of nothing. After a workout by the Trojan in the weight room, then all he wants to do is come in here and he wants to chill out. And he's got a secret passageway through the basement that leads to the music room. And this music room is full of music equipment that he uses for his own personal jam sessions. He shows us his special, Mr. Menace-inspired drum collection. His favorite is decorated with the initials of his favorite school, MHS.
And we're good.
After the Trojan finishes his workout in the weight room, then he takes us to his basement through the secret passageway to his music room full of music equipment that he uses for his own personal jam sessions. He shows us his special Mr. Menace-inspired drum collection. His favorite is decorated with the initials of his favorite school, MHS. Out of the back doors of the Trojans music studio, now we're outside where the Trojan can show us his new tennis courts, his outdoor basketball goals, and also his own personal amphitheater. As we travel further, we can all see his secluded pond with the lily pads. The Trojan doesn't get to hang out here as much as he wants, but he enjoys every minute of it. Every minute of it. As we travel further, we can see the Trojan secluded pond complete with lily pads. The Trojan doesn't get to hang out here as much as he wants to, but he enjoys every minute of it while he's out here. Also, during the springtime, his flower beds are filled with fragrant blooms of all shapes and sizes. He also has his own personal cave with his privacy fence, and the huge rocks that surround it is the perfect place to cool off and get away from it all after a big basketball game. Next, we're in the Trojans' playroom, and inside his personal crib, this playroom really helps the Trojan unwind after each and every Trojan basketball game. As you can see, the Trojan has lots of friends, and some of these kids. Now we're inside the Trojan's playroom. The Trojan, as you can see, has lots of friends, and some of these are going to be future Trojan basketball players, both on the boys and girls team. If they don't choose to play basketball, well, they can still sit in the stands and root the Trojans on each and every game, whether it be basketball, softball, tennis, track, whatever. If you're a Monticello Trojan, you're going to be there. And as you can see, the Trojan all of this gathered around all of his friends in his house, and he invites them over after each and every day. Now we're in the Trojans' playroom, which is inside of his humongous crib that we've all gone through. And this is where the Trojan and some of his best friends get together. some of these kids in here are going to be future Trojans, whether it be basketball, tennis, softball, baseball players. It doesn't matter. And even if they don't choose to play a sport, they're Monticello Trojans all the way through, true and true. And that's what it takes to be a good school. And as you can see how well these kids are really liking to play with the Trojan, and this is what develops friendships forever and ever. The Trojan has been glad to show us around today, especially around his crib, and he needs to get ready for his next big day. On his way out, he can show us all of his garage full of his assorted collection of his favorite rides. After a glimpse of his Ford 350, big enough to haul his wooden horse, and his Mustang GT at the same time, he shows us his favorite car. And that car that helped him get from one ball game to another is a white Toyota Corolla with the Trojan logo on the trunk. The Trojan has been glad to show us around his crib today, but he needs to get ready for his next big game. And on his way out, he shows us his garage full of his assorted collection of favorite rides. After a glimpse of his Mustang GT and his own personal Ford F-350, he shows us his all-time favorite car that he uses to go to basketball games in. And that's a white Toyota Corolla with the Trojan logo on the trunk. The Trojan has been glad to show us around his crib today, but he needs to get ready for his next big game. And on his way out, as you can see, he's showing us his garage full of his assorted collection of his favorite rides. After a glimpse of his Mustang GT and his Ford F-350, he's going to show us his all-time favorite ride. And it's a white Toyota Corolla with the Trojan logo on the trunk. He needs to head back inside to get ready for the next big game. But before he does, he wants to make sure that everyone knows they're invited to his place, his own personal crib, at the Trojan Gymnasium this Thursday for an awesome show that he and his buddies will put on in the gym. Go Trojans!